Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Passport Nomad. And before I get into today's content, I'm going to ask you at this time if you would please hit subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up on all my newest posted content. So, yeah, today I'm going to have a discussion with my audience, and if you disagree with anything I say, just leave it in the comments, throw your rocks there in the comment section. I honestly don't care. I'm actually just focused on communicating with my audience who are strictly interested in this particular subject, this topic, this discussion. And this discussion that I am going to have today is all about why some people choose not to travel abroad, especially when it comes to us Americans, why we choose not to travel abroad, or some of us, and the reasons why they're reluctant to do so. Traveling internationally is often seen as a rite of passage or enriching experience. Yet, a significant number of Americans choose not to explore countries beyond the U.S. borders. This decision isn't always about apathy or a lack of curiosity. It's rooted in a variety of social, economic, cultural, and psychological factors. Here's a closer look at why some Americans opt not to travel abroad. Number one, I would say, is financial limitations. One of the most common barriers to international travel is cost, airfare, lodging, passports, travel insurance, and foreign exchange expenses can add up quickly. Many Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and international travel is viewed as a luxury rather than a necessity. When people are juggling rent, student loans, or daily expenses, a vacation to another country often feels out of reach. Number two would be lack of passport ownership. According to recent statistics, only about 48% of Americans hold a valid passport. Without the essential document, international travel is not possible. For many, the time, cost of or effort required to get a passport doesn't seem worth it, especially if they're not already planning a trip abroad. Reason number three would be work and family commitments. Unlike many countries that offer generous vacation time, most American workers get just 2 weeks paid vacation per year, if that. It's hard to plan a meaningful international trip with limited time off. Additionally, people caring for their children, aging parents, or other family members may feel tied to home and unable to travel. Number four, comfort and familiarity. The U.S. is a vast country with diverse landscapes, climates, and cultures. From tropical beaches in Florida to snowy mountains in Colorado, many Americans feel they don't need to leave the country to experience something new. There's also a sense of comfort in familiar language, customs, and systems. Venturing into the unknown can be intimidating to most Americans. Number five, perceived safety concerns. News media often highlight dangers abroad, from terrorism to political unrest to health scares. While these issues exist in various parts of the world, the constant stream of negative headlines can create a skewed perception. Some Americans believe it's simpler, safer just to stay within the national borders, even if statistically the risk may not be greater abroad. Number six, we have cultural isolation and misinformation. The U.S. media landscape is heavily focused on domestic affairs, which can lead to limited understanding of life outside of America. Without regular exposure to international perspectives or travel narratives, The world beyond U.S. borders can seem foreign and even threatening. This cultural isolation sometimes fosters a sense of superiority or disinterest in learning about other nations. Number 7, language barriers. English is the dominant language in the U.S., and many Americans are not fluent in a second language. The idea of navigating a foreign country without understanding the language can be stressful. Concerns about communication difficulties, getting lost, or being misunderstood are enough to discourage some for even booking a ticket abroad. Number 8, historical and social dynamics. For certain communities in the U.S., especially marginalized, historically oppressed groups, international travel may not feel accessible or welcoming. Some fear discrimination or racism abroad, while others may have generational ties to a more grounded local lifestyle. There can also be cultural values that prioritize staying close to home, community, and ancestral lands. Final thoughts. The decision not to travel internationally is deeply personal and shaped by a variety of influences. While some Americans generally prefer the comforts of home or the vastness of domestic exploration, others are held back by systemic, economic, or emotional constraints. Understanding these reasons adds a nuance to the conversation and reminds us that the choice to stay or go is as complex as the individuals making it. Now, I'd have to say personally, myself, I love to travel. And when I first made this channel, I wanted to build an audience of people that was either interested in traveling, exploring, seeing the world, experiencing something new outside of the bubble of America. And most of us that we go to school, we're taught things in school. A lot of it has nothing to do with what's outside of America. It's always America's greatness, its accomplishments, it's bad times and all this and that. It's all based around America, if not European history. But the rest of the world, we're not taught about China, Chinese, or Mandarin, other languages outside of European languages or Spanish. We're not given the opportunity to learn different languages about the rest of the world because it's all centered about America, European standards, English, Spanish, and French. That's all I had, in high school. The different options and languages to learn. It's not until you get out of the bubble of America and you travel, go to another country, you have the opportunity to open your mind to new possibilities of learning something different, something new, something that you didn't know before. And you don't have to sit at home and depend on the news all your life. But to each his own. Everyone has their own choice if they want to stay confined in one place, comfortable there, and they don't feel like going anywhere. That's on them. To the rest of us that love to travel, that want to explore, want to travel to different lands and see what things are like, see how the cost of living is, experience a new language, different people, make new friends, new connections, whether it be business, romance, whatever. We have the opportunity to leave our country, go out there and learn something new, experience something, and most likely take it back with us. A bigger understanding of the world itself. America is not the world. They may claim that America is the greatest country in the world, but honestly, can we all say that? I hate calling other countries third world countries. The right correct term I would like to use is developing nations, the developing countries, because at the end of the day, we all live on the same planet. This is one world. There is no such thing to me as a third world. Well, with that said, that's all I have for today. Thanks for stopping by. And please hit that subscribe, like, share, and hit that notification bell to keep up on all my newest content. I also have the feature, if you would like to give me a super, hit me with a super chat or anything like that in the comments. I am now accepting supers. Okay, that's all for today, guys. Happy travels, safe adventures, learn something new. There's always something new out there, a new adventure, a new place to experience. With that said, this is Passport Nomad signing off.